Legion Tactical Cutlery. Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? It's Gruggs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits. Yes, it's been a while. Sometimes I just need to take a break. All right, troops, check it out. This is the Silent Hero from Tops Knives. Awesome blade. Let's get into it. Legionnaires, what is your EDC? What is your backup? And what are you guys and gals carrying today? Today, I am carrying on the small of my back, appropriately, the Tops Silent Hero 4. Let me know what you guys and gals got in the comments below. Veterans, active military, you know it. We appreciate you guys and gals. Thank you very much for your service. Enjoy the video. Quick specs, then a close-up. Okay, we are looking at an overall length of 11.25 inch, blade length 6.38 inch, with a cutting edge of 5.75 inch. Blade steel is 1095 at an HRC of 56 to 58. Blade thickness is 0.190 inch. It's a drop point configuration in a sniper gray finish. Handle length is 4.87 inch, and the handle material is a black micarta in a Rocky Mountain tread. The knife weight is 12 ounces. With the sheath, it's 17 ounces. It does come with a black leather sheath, and it is a pretty badass combat blade that can do outdoors. Let's get this close-up out of the way. Now, it might be a little blurry, but it's because the blade actually rusted a little bit, and I had to clean it up. But as you can see, it is a beautiful drop point configuration with a mid-saber flat grind. Just awesome. Okay, it does have a generous sharpening choil, a guard with a little bit of a hole in there. There is the handle. That's that Rocky Mountain tread in a black micarta. It is removable. All right, as you can see, there's a little bit of rust on the handle, and this part of the handle was not in any leather. So this particular, I don't know if it's just my knife or what, but this particular steel does rust easily. So you're going to have to maintain this steel depending on what you do with it. All right, this is made in the USA, and as you can see, there's some rust over here, which kind of sucks. I wish I could have shown it to you in a better light, but this is the facts, troops. So still sniper gray, a good configuration. I took this out the other day to make a couple of shorts, and it did phenomenal. All right, full tank goodness, as you guys and gals can see. Beautifully contoured handle. Check it out. Really nice. Okay, full tank goodness. Does have a hole for a lanyard, which I did put, but the handle is so comfortable. The other day when I was doing some chopping, I didn't need it. I didn't even need the gloves. And I'm going to try that again today for you guys and gals. All right, a little bit of a ramp and some slight jimping. Nothing too aggressive. All right. Now, I did try to use all kinds of cleaning fluids to try and get rid of that rust. I even used some rust removal, and it didn't really do too good. So I need to point this out to the troops, okay, of what you might be getting with this knife. Maybe it would be better if Tops covered this all in black. I know there's some kind of sniper gray material. I don't know if that's a coating. I don't know if it's rusting above the coating, but I even wrapped this up in plastic, okay, and I put WD-40 and didn't do anything. It's a little bit disappointing for the money that you're paying for this, that it rusts up so bad, and I don't know, but I guess it doesn't affect the performance. We'll check it out, okay? Let's get to it, troops. This does come with a nice leather sheath, but again, another warning for you guys and gals, this sheath bleeds. I'm not sure why it does that, but I've put it down in many different spots, and next thing you know, there is a dark area where I put the sheath down in. Nonetheless, it still fits pretty nice, okay? I would rather see a Kydex option instead of the sheath, but a good sheath nonetheless. It won't come out. It's quiet, perfect for combat situations. And I guess if you're in a combat situation, you're not really going to care about the rust or the bleeding of the sheath. So, all right, now let's get to it. Okay, we're going to do just some simple chopping right here. Like I said, the handle is very comfortable. I am going to use the lanyard, and I'm going to try chopping through this knot right here. Wow, it's just digging in, and it's making the blade stick a little bit, you know, which is pretty cool, I guess. But I definitely wanted to make sure that I get through this knot. Now, I just took off the lanyard because with it sticking inside the wood, you know, it's a little bit difficult to get it a little bit looser, so I just have it off for now. I'm going to use every part of the blade as usual. And it's definitely biting in. Very nice. So definitely, in my opinion, you know, a combat knife, but I think more than capable to do outdoor tasks. As you guys and gals can already see, I'm just chunking out this this branch right here. And then we'll do some edge retention testing. I have some different materials that we could test out. Definitely working out pretty good. The handle is thin, but still pretty comfortable. And what I'm going to do again is put this lanyard back on. And you can see the deep, deep bite here. Let me give you a different angle. Definitely chopping away, no problem. I got that center piece right there, that little darker area. We're looking good. I hope you guys and gals had a nice weekend. And maybe you got yourself a new knife this weekend. Who knows? Let me know. All right, look at that. Look at this chunk right here. That's one swipe. Man, nice. It's a nice blade. I love the flat grind on here, you know. And I love the shape of this blade. It's really nice. All right, let's continue, troops. Yeah, definitely biting in deep. Excellent. We are almost through. There we go. Very nice. Good job. Okay, let's just try a little quick edge retention test. I've got some nice thick plastic. Let's see. All right, cool. It did it. Let's see if I could do it again. Yep, that's great. One more time. Okay, good. Now, got a little piece of wood here. Let's see. Doing some finesse work, getting some curls there. Excellent. We are looking good. So far, so good. Let me just get this stuff out of the way. Now, what I want to do is baton through this. And I also have that longer piece. We'll make some feather sticks out of it. Let me get my baton. Let's do a little vertical. No problems. That's good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's do one more time. Let's make some quarters. Great. One more. Vertical batoning, check. Let's do horizontal. Got a nice big piece right here. Let's demolish this sucker. I'm going to use the whole blade, some of the choil. You know what? Let's do it from the knot over here. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. It just split the wood right in half. I'm telling you guys and gals, content creators out there, you got to try this. You got to try this horizontal batoning. It seems to work really well. Now I'm going to go where the split is right there to finish it up. There we go. Excellent. All right. There we go. Let's make some quarters for feather sticks. Actually, let me see if I can make some thirds. Make the feather sticks a little bit nice and thinner. Okay, see one right there. I'll pick those up in a second or two. Let's try this again. So the knife's got some good control. If it's sharp enough, you can definitely, you know, put the blade where you want on the wood and chop away. Okay, look at that. All right, so let's make this a little bit thinner. Excellent. We're looking good. That was a good test. Okay, let's test out making some chunks. All right, I got a nice thick piece of wood over here. And let's just cut across. I'll use the rear of the blade first. There we go. That's one. Then let's use, we'll put that down so don't go bouncing around all over the place. The middle of the blade right here. Okay, that fell on the floor. That's okay, but we did the middle of the blade. Let's do the front part of the blade. All right, let's go back to the middle. Great. Got a nice thick spine. And again, at the end of the blade, wow, that's in there deep. Okay, did a fine job. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of blocks over here that I cut against the grain. It did fine. Doesn't look like there's any edge damage. So I got this little cardboard and she's cutting right through. No problem. You can see the nice thin slices that I'm making. All right, I got a nice piece of natural rope over here. And, well, let me see. See if I could make this last a little bit longer. Okay, easy. Let's do it again. One more time. Okay, we're looking good. I want to do some feather sticks. Okay, these are the sticks that I had batoned previously. Let's do some nice thick cuts. Aggressive. You can see I am making some nice thick cuts. It's good. All right, cool. So I have no doubt that this can make some thick cut branches if you need it for whatever reason. The tip is nice. I mean, you could really, you know, use the tip to make a, you know, a divot. Looking good. All right, that tip looks good. You know, one of the purposeful uses of a tip. So it did make a nice little divot, as you guys and gals can see, which is good. All right, so now I've got that done. Let's see if I can make a nice feather stick for everybody. Yeah, definitely very sharp and doing the job. That's great. Nice and thin. And the good part is I'm not even hitting an angle on this stick. I'm just using whatever wood is in front of me right now, and it's it's rounded off. It's not, there's no 90-degree over there, and it is just biting right in. Just great. So for me, still more of a combat knife, utility knife, outdoor knife than it would be a bushcraft knife. But I mean, that's a fine job right there. You know that you could depend on this. It's nice and sharp. Made the divot. We're looking good, troops. I'm good to go. Excellent knife. So if you have the budget, it's a little expensive, this knife. If you have the budget, I say grab it. If you're on a budget, you may want to save up for this one. But it's definitely a fine knife. Okay, the only other problem I have with this, and there's actually two, is the rusting so easily. Even with the coating, I don't get that. Maybe Tops could, talk to us about that. And the sheath that bleeds. Other than that, this knife, to a combat veteran or to somebody out in the field, I don't think they're really going to care too much of, the small spotting of the rust and the bleeding of the sheath, unless you're worried about your clothes. My suggestion to Tops is get yourself a Kydex sheath instead of that leather sheath. I think a Kydex sheath is more worthy of this knife than leather, but that is just my opinion. And as you guys and gals can see, this did a lot of work. Let me just show you guys that. Feather sticks, divot, deep cuts, individual curls. I cut that cardboard up without a problem after doing some batoning. We made some chunks over there on the far upper left corner of the video. Cut plastic, cut natural rope. This knife did a fine job. So out in the field, you can depend on this blade. All right, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, as always, appreciate you guys and gals. I want to bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military that once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So that at the end of this video will be slides that you could pause on. There'll be phone numbers and websites that you guys and gals can seek help because you all have earned it. All right, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, thanks very much for watching. Until the next video, you guys and gals, take care of yourselves. At the ready, troops. Hold the line. Legionnaires!